This is every My Little Pony episode summarized in one sentence, Season 7, ready, set, go. B-Team is commemorated for saving the city, Kirkland Brand Twilight Sparkle successfully graduates from rehab, and her worrywart teacher develops empty nester syndrome. A practiced sorcerer mentors an unpracticed wannabe, but when the latter commits grand larceny that could cripple an entire nation and doesn't seem to give a fuck, the former develops contagious magic ulcers that almost destroys the town. Again, two parents thrust the responsibility of babysitting an infant on an unprepared aunt despite her prior commitments, and it doesn't go well. Frantic friendshipper forcibly friendships her sister with someone who she eventually does befriend, but only after the insufferable third wheeler finally agrees to ease off. A project manager hires unsuitable consultants for her job site without screening their previous work experience, thus the project is over budget and behind schedule until she contracts someone from her own network to pick up the slack. Glamour Horse makes the shocking discovery that relationships can change over time. DoorDash is burdened by overly supportive parents, then reframes her struggles as blessings because that is such a first world problem to have. Large Farm Horse is crushing mad hard on this chick from Town and has to compete for her affection against Pony Justin Bieber. Candid Cropper learns a valuable lesson that being voracious is no excuse for being an asshole about it. Breaklight is sent to the horse capital to mediate a dispute between the sovereigns, and does so by forcibly injecting them into each other's horseshoes and praying they can understand the other's point of view lest they transmogrify into their antitheses and the entire nation crumbles into anarchy. The ambassador to Yakland negotiates foreign aid to the nation after a natural disaster brings about a major food crisis. Shy Simp attempts to reinvent himself to be a more attractive romantic prospect, but the process literally almost kills him. This is the story of Romeo and Juliet, with colorful horses, roughly the same amount of death, and a shitload more apples. Upon publishing the buddy book for all the world to read, the main six are swamped by an amalgamated abomination of every annoying aspect of a fandom that completely misses the point of why the content was published in the first place. Spickle Spackle accidentally asks Lord Amber and King Bugbutt both on a date on the same day at the same time and has to figure out how to get out of this wacky situation. Three big sisters take their three little sisters on a camping trip where they tell stories. That's pretty much it. King Chest Cavity's brother Larynx doesn't want to relinquish his toxic masculinity to join the hippie hive, but after an attack on domestic soil, the two come to an understanding that maybe it isn't such a bad idea for a sovereign nation to have some kind of military power, as long as you're not a dick about using it. J.K. Rowling decides to retire after making too many villagers angry with her grave robbing, raiding, and pillaging, then is convinced not to because the public likes it when she does it, but not when the other guy does it. Harity's mane is marred by gum, and she uses this opportunity to fit in with the punk crowd, which leads to a fandom-wide awakening of a turn on a ton of people didn't know that they had. Shaman Queen is infected with pitheosis, so Butterfly tries to shake down a swarm of bees for a cure, and when that doesn't work, dons a mask to steal from them instead. The Cutie Mark summer camp counselors have to deal with an insurrection by a rebellious edgelord named Grumble, who at first seems like his anti-tattoo, then is revealed he's just scared of trying new things. Purple Nurple and her family are conned into a free blimp cruise, provided she becomes all the other passengers' bitch. Turns out Lightbright actually doesn't like her hyperactive pink friend's namesake and goes to great lengths to deceive them instead of just telling them of her dietary preferences. Turbo Virgin comes to town and starts getting along with Glitter Horse's other friends more so than her, so in a fit of socially anxious paranoia, she magically regresses them both to their childhood, which is totally not super creepy at all. The contemporary main six necromance the retro main six back to the world of the living, though in the process also necromance the villain flavor of the week, this time, oops, all black. Gandalf is hell-bent on killing Back in Black by AC/DC, however during the final confrontation, Twilight 2.0 utilizes the sacred technique of talking no jutsu to separate the scrawny dude from the black gack, and afterwards the old squad reconciles by issuing the biggest "my B" in the history of fuck-ups.